Good grief. Half the people roasting Brooke are her ex-husband.
Oh, we'll be gentle. We will humiliate Brooke with nothing but respect and affection, I promise you, Phoebe.
Nothing to worry about, babe.
Well, anybody hurting Brooke has to answer to me.
Well.
Ladies and gentlemen, and others, if I could have your attention, please. Now, we all know why we're here tonight, to honor our dear friend, Brooke English, winner of this year's Pine Valley Chamber of Commerce Woman of the Year. Some of you may have noticed, if you bothered to read your program, that tonight's little soiree marks a kind of departure from our more traditional Dusty approach and a kind of adventure into the land of roast, shtick, and fun. Why? Because we here tonight think that we should be able to have fun as well as entertain our honoree. Now, for those of you that are actually speaking this evening, I would like to point out this rather imperious-looking brunette sitting at Brooke's table. That is Phoebe Tyler Wallingford. She's a very important person. She's the unofficial keeper of the flame of righteous indignation here in Pine Valley, as well as a daughter of fine lineage and Brooke's aunt. Now, if during your discourse you happen to glance down and Phoebe's staring at you as if you're something that's still crawling on her sushi platter, you know you're right on the money. I say bravo and go for it. And to you, Phoebe, dearest Phoebe, I swear to you on behalf of all of us here tonight, we mean no harm, and this evening is in the spirit of fun. And if it's any comfort to you, the closest you'll get to being accosted with a rubber chicken is actually eating the food.
How do some women do it? How do some women make the difficult transition from cycle riding beach babe to wife, mom, wife, TV reporter, wife, wildly successful magazine editor? I don't know. But what sets Brooke apart from all those sad cases we see on those tabloid talk shows? I don't know. All I know is that Brooke has style and grace, and she has a big heart, and she ties her life together beautifully. And if I ever grow up someday, you're who I want to be. Here's to you, friend. You taught me a lot.
No, think about when I grow up, I want to be Brooke. When I first met the English, I was going to say broad, but you know me, always politically correct, so we will go with the English lady. When I first met the English lady, the first thing I noticed was your dynamite gams, and then those unbelievably unreal blue eyes that just penetrate right through you, and a certain je ne sais quoi, haughty insouciance. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, I figured if the aunt was so hot, the niece had to be a barbecue. And boy, was I right. This dame. Is dame okay? It's okay? Okay. Brooke has it all. Beauty and brains. And would you believe it that this radical feminist would hang out with a lug like me? Well, Brooke, truth is, I'd do anything for you. I'd follow you into battle. I'd lead the charge, because, lady, you were a dame for the decade. Way to go, babe.
Now, Brooke's ancestors, that means mine too, of course, really made America the land of freedom and opportunity that it is today. That is not amusing, young man.
Now, maybe not, but it's necessary.
Well, thanks to the virtues of hard work and loving our neighbors, Brooke is now a scion who's ready to take her place in the long, illustrious line of... I'm really nearly finished. Now, scat. In the illustrious line of British patriots and public servants and war heroes. I salute you, my dear. And as far as Mr. Dillon's remarks are concerned, I can only wish that Brooke's legs will be half as good as mine when she is my age. Thank you very much.
I've often asked myself, where did Brooke get all that backbone? Baby says it's all in the genes. Others say it's in the heart. It's something to do with integrity or independence or brains, and she certainly has all of that. But I think it's something else. I think it's something that is even bigger than all that. Something that she has in abundance and gives away very freely. It's faith. Faith in goodness. Because of Brooke, I think we all try to be a little better. I know I do. And for that, we are all in her debt. So, Brooke, on behalf of all those whose lives you've touched, thank you. As most of you know, Brooke founded the Pine Valley Homeless Shelter with money she got from me in a divorce settlement. She didn't spend a dime on herself. Every penny went for home, shelter, and food for homeless people. She provided a safe haven for men, women, and children that the Bible tells us we are to love as we love ourselves. Well, Brooke puts her money where her mouth is. So, in recognition of that incredible contribution, on behalf of the Pine Valley Chamber of Commerce, I am proud to announce, in conjunction with the city, that the Pine Valley Homeless Shelter will henceforth be called the Brooke English House.
Oh, wow. Adam's idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brooke English.
Thank you. Thank you very much, really. Thank you for the honor of being chosen as Pine Valley's Woman of the Year. I accept this on behalf of the staff and all of the volunteers at the homeless shelter, which Adam has called a safe haven for men, women, and children that the Bible says we should...
Take a good look at what Brooke English's so-called safe haven did for me. Look at me! Was I safe?
She got from me in a divorce settlement. She didn't spend a dime on herself. Every cent went to house and feed homeless people. To create a safe haven for the men, women, and children that the Bible tells us to love as we love ourselves. Well, Brooke put her money where her mouth is. So, in recognition of that outstanding contribution, the Pine Valley Chamber of Commerce would like to announce in conjunction with the city that from now on, Pine Valley Homeless Shelter shall be called the Brooke English House.
Oh,
Adam's idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brooke English.
thank you. Thank you. Really, thank you very much for the honor of being named Pine Valley's Woman of the Year. And I accept this honor on behalf of the staff and the volunteers at the shelter, the place that Adam has called a safe haven for men, women, and children that the Bible says...
Liar! Take a good look at what Brooke English's so-called safe haven did for me. Look at me, was I safe? Brooke English House is a hellhole. I've been in alleys safer.
So you're
oh,
gonna
yeah,
have to
step
leave.
right up, get your face kicked in. Pine Valley cares about the homeless.
Get her
Yeah,
out.
take a number 6. You might get out with all your teeth. Oh, you get an award? For what? Oh, no, died in your shelter? Are you sure? Do you know? Do you even care?
Lady, this is not...
Oh, yeah, you don't want to hear it, right? Or see it, or smell it. Get the slime out of sight.
We'll talk about this
That's all.
outside.
Hell, nobody cares what happens after that.
Please, this is not the place.
I know that girl. Let her go. Tell me what happened to you.
You, lady. You gave me a fudge bar. Well, it cost me big.
Who did this?
Ladies and gentlemen, just stay.
No
Just
such
stay
thing as
calm.
free
Stay in your
ice
chairs,
cream.
please.
I can't believe I fell for your act.
You went to the shelter?
Oh, what shelter? Oh, you mean that pit?
Don't let her get any closer.
Oh, when was your last meal, little girl? Oh, I don't give cash, just lousy advice.
Just stand there. Get her.
Will you back off? I got no weapon. Too bad.
Don't hurt her.
Listen, next time you send some jerk to your so-called shelter, save the fudge bar and buy him a blade.
Tell me who did this to you.
You got all this protection. Where's my protection?
Please tell me. Did somebody at the shelter do this? Tell
What
me
difference
because I
does
have
it
to
make?
know.
We're all the same to you, right? Kids, junkies, crazies. Hey, throw us together, see who comes out alive.
I want to help you.
Oh, you helped already. Any more help, I'd be dead.
You need a doctor.
I'm not a person to you. I'm just a lump of dirt.
Tell me what happened.
3 hours in line. They hand me a plate. Well, some kid snatched the meat off and ran. Oh, I'd have grabbed it back, but, I mean, the kid was little, so what? Who needs dinner? Mother Teresa bought me an ice cream in the park. So I crashed on my cot. Well, it was okay for a minute till I woke up with somebody all over me.
You were molested?
A crackhead patted me down for cash. I screamed, but nobody so much as blinked. I fought, but she punched my lights out. By the time I came to, she'd picked me clean. Witch got off with my last 12 cents and a glass ring from my grandmother.
I'm really sorry because I had no
I
idea.
get a busted lip, you get a prize. Pine Valley cares. Yeah.
I thought that it was safe.
It is! For you! Congratulations, Pine Valley Queen. You're doing a great job. Oh, this is a terrific town for rich people. Wait.
I don't suppose this is some very bad practical joke.
Well, I wish. That poor child. Well, it seems the ceremony is over.
There's another petition coming on.
It says the wrecking ball in the shelter's future.
You know, I've treated people from the shelter before, and nobody ever said it was dangerous.
Yeah, it's news to me, too.
Well, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, it's Brooke's karma. Everything she touches just disintegrates. Present company excluded,
Listen,
of
I'm
course.
going to check on her and make sure she's all right.
My goodness. Edmund is so incredibly loyal.
It's one of his best traits.
Constant as the North Star. Very, very devoted to Brooke.
Wait, please, wait. Please talk
Leave
to
me alone.
Please, just tell me. Just talk to me.
I said what I came to say. Please. Don't!
Look, you need a
Get
doctor.
away! Look what I need you don't have, lady. Your $9 million dress with your nails and your hair and your silk pumps. What I need, you never even heard of.
Please, just tell me what you need.
I have been running my mouth stiff-butts like you since I've been in diapers, and I am through.
Just tell me what you need because I want to help make it better, please.
Drop dead, you fake.
Brooke, there's nothing you can do. She doesn't want to be helped.
That poor child.
Come, there are people waiting inside.
I don't care.
This is not the time.
Are you crazy? Did you see that? Did you see her face?
I know. Please, just come back here.
That was a very dramatic confrontation. What do you think of the shelter now?
Can you give us the girl's name?
I realize, Brooke, this is a very stressful moment, but you...
Look, she's not ready to make a statement. Just back off and give her some
Can
space.
somebody please find her?
All right, she can't be far. Yeah.
Come on.
Darling, are you all right?
Oh, that poor child.
You know her. Who is she?
I don't know her. I saw her in the park. She was going through the trash. I don't know anything else. Except her name is Laura. People call me brazen.
She doesn't have the elan to pull this off.
I don't know what she can be thinking of. Well, so much for prepared speeches. Woman of the Year. I should have listened to my instincts. There was a voice inside my head that said, don't do it. Don't do it. You barely made it through these last 12 months, and they don't give awards for barely scraping by. My life is not exactly where I would want it to be, and I was not planning to tell you that. But maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you know the feeling that something is missing in your life. You get up in the morning, and you ask yourself, is this it? Is this all there is?
All she needs is violins.
Be quiet.
Is this all? A wonderful job with good money and prestige and power and perks. Is this all? A house and a garden and a healthy child and family and friends. Is this all? A new designer dress, a 5-course, 5-star meal, a room full of people who have plunked down good money to hear you make a speech, and reporters who have a camera trained on you every minute, and they want to know, Miss English, how do you feel about this situation? Are you hurt? Are you upset? Are you angry? Has anybody asked the battered child who ran out of here those same questions? What do you need? Can I do something for you? Has anybody ever bought her a party dress? When was the last time that she slept in her own bed? When was the last time that she had a meal in peace, or the last time that she ever felt safe? And how many out there are just like her? And how do they get through the day? Where do they find the strength and the energy and the will to get up in the morning and to go through the day? I don't know. I do not know. I don't have the answer because I am too ignorant. I didn't even know that the shelter was dangerous at night because I have never spent a night there. I'm barely there even in the day. I can tell you how many people we serve, but I cannot begin to tell you how many people we actually help. Woman of the Year, I don't deserve that title. That battered girl deserves it. And I don't deserve the award. She deserves it, along with all the other children and the men and the women who are like her. Laura, wherever you are, please come back. And I promise you that you will not be hurt again. Not if I can help it. And I swear to you that I will honestly try to do my best.
Magnificent.
Do you think that she's going to come back?
The audience was bowled over.
You don't, do you? Did you find her?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just you were gone so long.
I know,
thought
honey. I checked the parking lot. There was no sign of her. I jumped in my car, drove down to Pine Street, all the way to Claremont Avenue.
Well, did you ask anybody?
Yes.
Had anybody seen her?
Well, how could she have just disappeared?
I don't know, maybe she had a friend with a car, she hitched a ride.
Brooke, I want you to sign me up. What? For the homeless shelter. Serving food, watching the kids, anything. I'll do it.
Yeah, count me in, too. Listen, thank you. Thank you really so much. I have to go.
Brooke, you'll take my car. I know where you're going. I'm going with you.
No, Elise, I haven't skipped a beat. I do have remarkable recuperative powers. The thing is, I just have never been one to give in to illness or pain of any kind. It's simple, actually. It's just mind over matter. That's the key.
That's the Erica we know and love.
You wouldn't think she'd been in the hospital.
Well, Erica is no mere mortal.
We have some very exciting things coming up. I'm going to be covering the Orsini Cup tournament as well as the...
You know, we've got to be leaving soon because I've got to get up early in the morning tomorrow for work.
I mean, the behind the scenes, the people, everything that just makes that launch go. You know what I mean?
I don't know why she's not tired.
Sure will.
Very interesting things.
Oh, she gets a buzz from this. I just hope she's not overdoing it.
I feel like a glass of champagne.
You can't be serious.
I think there's not a lot to pop a cork over tonight.
Well, I think the evening is still very young.
Yes, and I think you're amazing. I mean, how does she do it? Anyone have any idea?
I told you I'd be covering the Orsini Cup tournament.
Yes, you did, but that was before your fall.
Nothing's changed. I still need a camera crew.
Erica, what you need is a lot of peace and quiet and rest. It's way too early to go back to work.
Yes, way too soon.
You heard him.
That was just a suggestion.
From where I stand, that sounds like damn good advice.
We are taking 2 cars next time. I'm not going to be held hostage by Erica's ego.
Can we discuss this at home?
What, home? You mean her palace?
Not now.
Let's do lunch.
All right, I'll come to you.
No, that's really not, it's not necessary.
Are you okay?
Of course I am. I'm perfect. Night, Palmer.
Night, Tom.
Night. There. You see, wasn't I right? Wasn't it a great idea to just end on an up note? Night. Night.
Dimitri, could I speak with you for just a minute outside?
Yeah, I'll be right there.